Boom, boom. This is Gamer. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got Azur laying up today. Now, if you logged on this morning, you probably saw a massive update. I mean, it was huge. For me, it was about 5.1 gigabits. So it's a massive update. Took quite some time to download and get everything set up here. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So really, there was only sort of added a new facet to the gameplay. First of all, if you check in your mail, you will find some nice goodies. Okay, this right here is another update for your dock there. You can use the coins for that. And then we got that. And of course, as always, there are the actual, well, I might have to actually reset here. The actual colas, okay? And then some other stuff that I've had previously. So what is the update? Well, the update was actually for the Moonlit Overture. Now, this is the War Archives, okay? So if you want to get to this, it's on your main play screen. So you go to Battle, okay? And then it's right down here in the corner. It's called War Archives. All right, now, so what everything is, all of these events have been added to the War Archives. SP events, okay? And EX events, all right? So these are basically events that have happened, okay? The Visitor Died in Red, Winter's Crown, Followings, all of these you're probably familiar. Now, I had most of these complete, but the update has reset them all for everybody. So everybody is back to 0, okay? Now, what it is as you play these events, okay, you use these data keys is what they're called. You get 4 a day. So make sure you go in here and click on collect to get your 4. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't collect them, you lose them. Okay. You can have up to 60 archived. Okay, stored. So anything above 60, you don't get any more. So make sure it does not get below 60. All right. So what you do is as you play through these events, it's just like the event. You get all the cutscenes and stuff, and you play through the event. Once you get to the boss, you have to beat the boss, okay? Now, it says right here, so you use, so data keys, event stages, found on war. So that's these up here. You use them. Any progress you've made on event stage prior, as I said, to its addition, it's not carried over. So everything's been reset back to 0, okay? You can get 4 data keys a day from the menu. So make sure it'll say collect up there. Just hit it, you get 4, it'll say collected. Okay, you can store up to 60. Okay, 1 data key is equivalent to 1 run on any of the archived event stage of your choosing. Okay, you can play any stage of any given archived event except for the EX stages if applicable. Okay, completing the last stage of the archived event will unlock all of its associated event cutscenes. You can view these from the memories menu. Okay, now you can receive an SR ship by defeating the boss fleet a total of 60 times on certain archived event stages. You can only get 1 SR this way from each applicable event stage. So basically, you can see like right here, you're going to get, if you do the visitor dot, you have to beat it 60 times, and if you do, you'll get a copy of Zukaku. Okay? So that's basically what it is. Plus, as you can see, you can get some type of other stuff here. You can get some planes and whatnot as well. Over here we've got Duke. So yeah, as you can see, North Carolina here. We've got Z-46 here. So if there's any of the ships, unfortunately, you can't get Nagato here. She's still a limited ship, so you have to wait for the event to come around to get her. But you can get some of the really nice ships in here. So look through all of these events. If there's any of the ships that you don't have, okay, or any of the ships that you want to get, or even some of the blueprints for some of the items that you're lacking, you can get blueprints and whatnot for that inside of here as well. So it's something that you want to take part in, especially if you didn't finish the event, or if it was an event that occurred before you started playing the game, or whatnot. But that's what the big update was a complete redesign of the War Archives stage, and they took a lot of ships out of the actual the builds. So there's not as many build ships inside of the builds. Okay, so you probably won't notice that, but they've updated the build section as well. So this is really nice as well too, because made it a little bit more, shall we say, up to date, so to speak. Uh, but yeah, it's a massive update. I mean, it was 5.1 gigabits. It took a really long time to update that stuff. And all kinds of new stuff in here as well. So this is really really interesting stuff that you're going to want to take part in. Uh, you know, so I think you're really going to like a lot of this stuff. You can get see a lot of the stuff that you didn't get to see before, and it's all now back inside of the actual. This really hasn't changed much in terms of that. But yeah, so this is a really big update. A lot of stuff that they talked about. So here's what it is. So Moonlit Overture has been added to the workhards. It's permanent, so it's not going to change. Now, from the light construction pool, they can show you all the ships that have been removed. Okay. And these from the heavy construction. Okay. These skins have been available, permanently available. So these are some of the ones that you could have got from previous events. And you can only get, they were like a limited time. These are the skins available now. They've updated the Merit Shop. Okay, Vincennes, Duke, Quincy, and La Temeraire are now available inside of the exchange, which is really nice because the exchange ships that they've had up there, they don't update that very often, so it's nice to get a Merit Shop update. Now, Medal Honor Exchange, so Mikasa, Turpitz, Z35, so they've got some really good ships in there, available from the exchange permanently. So what they've done is from the guild shop. So what they've done is they moved a lot of the ships out of there from the build pool, and they put them down here so that you'll have a better chance of getting them. So you can look through any of the ships that you don't have, and this will be a way to get them. And then it says here, complete any event, D3 or for War Archive 60 times. They've got the little counter at the bottom, so you can keep a little thing. And then fix the issue that currently equipped gears and can be used into Gear Lab materials. So what happened was if you would equip it, it was no longer available inside the Gear Lab. And you need to use multiple copies of some items for that. So that was fixed. But as you can see, it's just a huge update. Okay. A lot of new stuff. Not in terms of gameplay, but just a new feature. They're making the archives permanent. Again, to get to that, go to Battle, War Archives. It's right here. Or make sure to go every day, even if you're not going to play it, and click Collected, so you can collect that because you need to use these data keys to play. You can't play these event stages out that. And if there's any of the ships that you're trying to get, and these are really good ships, these are SSR ships in some cases, then this is the best. It gives you an easier way of getting them, as does the way they put it. So moved out some of the ships and put them into available where you can actually exchange for them. It's just for allowing people to complete their fleets as quick as possible. So the Moonlit Overture is added permanently. The outfits were added. And they've still got the cruise mission going on, which will be going on, of course, until May 31st, so there's no rush to complete that. But I'm actually always most of the way through that, actually. Yeah, about 30 to 100. So I've already got a couple copies of Yabashiro, the meta. But yeah, so definitely go in there and get those Roops. You definitely want to get those so that you can use those. I don't, you want to get the pack. Of course, that's free as always. This is free every single week. This is very, very generous. A bunch of the actual efficiency booklets, as well as some cognitive chips, and as well as 4,000 oil. Okay. I use my gems are used for dock expansion because I'm collecting all the ships and I'm constantly running low on dock space. Dock expansion is pretty much what I spend on. There's a sale where they put 2 rings on sale for like 300 gems. I've purchased that once, but that's about it. So gems are all I use. I don't really purchase much of the skins or anything like that. But yeah, so that's a big change and a new phase of gameplay. So go look through all those. take some time to look in your ship, see if there's any you need. Like I already got Sukaku. Sukaku's maxed out for me, so playing the first event in the inside the War Archives here wouldn't be what I would choose first. Duke's maxed. I think I need another copy of North Carolina. So that would be one that I would want to play. In terms of that, I think I've got she's maxed out as well. She's maxed out. Kaga's maxed out. King George, I think she's maxed out as well too. So really, there's not too many of these in here. That would be from that space. But for any new player, this is excellent because now you have a chance to get some of these ships, guaranteed to get these ships, which is really nice because sometimes you just have to wait until you get lucky. Not to mention the fact that the blueprints are for gold equipment here. So this is really good stuff as well too. So you might not want to play it for the ship, but you definitely might want to play it for the blueprints. That's something that you definitely want to focus on because a chance to get some of these ships. But other than that, really that was what basically the update was just about. But it's huge. It was 5.1 gigabits, so it's going to take a little while to download. So, but it's definitely something that it's going to enhance gameplay, allowing you to get gold weapons a lot more frequently, and allow you to actually get copies of some of the SSR. But you can only get one copy, so it's not like you can run it over and over and over and over and over to get the copies. You can only you can get one ship that way. But if you don't have them, it might be something to consider. But you'd have to do it 60 times. But it uses the data packs, so it's not like you're wasting oil to do it. Okay, so but that's all I got. So the event ended. I did manage to get all of the ships for the Sardinia Empire. There were really only 3 new ones that you could actually get. So I got them all. So it was Trieste, it was Pompeo, and it was Impero. As you can see, I've already got Impero maxed, and I'm working up on these too. So these are pretty good ships. I used Impero quite frequently. It's nice to give the Sardinia Empire. They had a Kia, but I was hoping they'd bring out with another aircraft carrier, because like I say, inside of Operation Siren there are certain ships that have that shelling doesn't work on, so you have to use aviation. So it's nice to have a fleet, multiple fleets of different types, one for shelling, one for aviation, so that you can mix and match, because they'll have ships that are 50% take less damage from shelling, 50% less damage from aviation. So you want to, of course, alternate your fleets so that you get the best possible match to make it go. I mean, you could still beat it even with the 50% less damage. It just takes longer. But yeah, so it's something that you want to look at when you're playing Operation Siren. A little bit more strategy involved than just the standard story stages. All right, so yeah, but that's all I got. So check your mail to get to all the rewards, and if you're missing any of those ships, you can start running those as well using the data packs. There's really, just make sure that you go into it each day and collect. Hit this button right here, and that'll give you the 4. Okay, and remember, if it gets up to 60, you're going to have to start utilizing them. So you're going to have to, you want to start running these stages. Just pick out, a weapon or a ship that you like and start running it. And we'll see, once you get enough blueprints, you'll then be able to create that ship. And of course, that is done in the depot inside of Craft. You'll see them up here. As you can see, I've got one gun right there that I want to make. And I got a Seafang, which is actually a pretty good plane to make as well. So, and you want to go in here and make the stuff. And as you get the blueprints and make them available, you'll see that. You'll see them pop up here so that you can get them. Okay? So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as that helps the channel immensely. Ken York coming at you from the corner, signing out.